Hey everybody, today's video is going to be covering the best heroes for Navy. This is the second video in our three-part series covering which heroes are the best for each of the three branches. So with that, we're going to jump into the preview. In the preview, you'll see that with an elite voucher, you can get Sid, Gonzo, Merida, Chloe, Teresa, Bellevue, Lee, Yuan, Nimitz. You can also get Hammer and Simon as your purple heroes. So this means that these are your super fast to upgrade heroes. There are actually other free-to-play heroes, and you're able to obtain those through events like Heroes Return and the lottery that pops up occasionally. So I just want to mention that that's 914 and Basil. Those two heroes are your two other free-to-play heroes, and you would actually technically be able to get Katrina through the rare treasure guards, but because that drop is so rare, it's probably at least 1 in 10,000, if not more, it'd be very, very unlikely for you to get her without paying for her in another event. So with that, you would want to start, for free-to-play players, you want to start with Simon and Nimitz. Nimitz is your best hero for Navy. He will be in both free-to-play and pay-to-win, and you would start the same way with free-to-play and pay-to-win. So you want to start with Simon and Nimitz. Both their skills are very similar, where they just add attack to your Navy units. And the reason we say Nimitz is because his skill is, as you can see, is 51%, just to be at level 60 2-star for me. So that's a very powerful boost. When you compare that to like the Navy attack, that's 17%. So that's almost like having 3 of those skills on your hero. Simon's is a little weaker than that, but it's also, he's a purple hero, and it's kind of your stepping stone, so you can still be powerful and working on one thing at a time. Because that's a big thing with this game, is you want to be working on, kind of focusing on one thing. If you try to spread yourself too thin, then you're going to be, you're going to have a bunch of meh heroes, whereas if you focus on just one or two, you'll have 1 or 2 really, really good heroes. And that's all you really need in this game, is 1 or 2 good heroes. So you'll want to go for Simon for 5-star and Nimitz for 4-star. Once you get Nimitz to 4-star, do not push him to 5-star yet. You will want to obtain 914 through an event. However you can get him, Hero Return or a lottery, depending on your servers. That's kind of will decide how you get him. And then you'll want to get him to 4-star. Once those guys are both to 4-star, you'll actually want to level them up to 5-star. So if you're a free-to-play player with 2 heroes, Nimitz and 914 will be your heroes. If you're a free-to-play player going for 3 heroes, Nimitz, 914, and where is she? Basil would probably be your third. If you manage to get a really, really high skill for Bellevue, then she would be your third, but you have to have at least a level 6 or higher skill for her to be relevant. So for a free-to-play player, if you manage to get over 2 5-star orange heroes, your third one would be Basil. Now, if we're going for pay-to-win, you would follow the same path. So you'd start with Simon and Nimitz, get Nimitz to 4-star, then 914 to 4-star, and then he'd replace Simon. And then you would get them both to 5-star. At that point, you'll want to obtain your third hero, who I do not have unlocked, Violet. So I'm going to pull up a little chart here for you guys. So I had an Alliance member that knows a lot more about Navy provide me this information. So this is kind of your pattern you want to follow. If you want to take a second to screenshot this, go ahead. But this is the pattern to follow for a pay-to-win 2-star or pay-to-win 2 hero or pay-to-win 3 hero. So if you're doing a 2 hero, this is where you would stop. Right in this, you'd actually technically go to here. But if you're pay-to-win 3 hero, you would go all the way down. So you can see that you'll get Nimitz and 914 to 5-star, you'll unlock your perks, then you'll start working on Violet to 5-star. Don't start working on Violet to 5-star until you have both Nimitz and 914 to 5-star, and until you have her unlocked, or you have 3 heroes unlocked. It's kind of pointless to work on a third hero if you're not even close to unlocking it, because it does take quite a long time to unlock those third heroes. So you'd want to be putting your gold shards. You can either save your gold shards for Violet, or you can start putting them into your perks. But you are able to get Nimitz in 914, so definitely don't be using your universal shards on Nimitz, because you'll get enough of his shards elsewhere. Be using them on Violet to 5-star, and then start using them on their perks. So no shards. Oh, I can't spell shards. Sorry. No shards. So with that, he kind of actually goes into a little more depth than I did with the army. So he's actually explaining to you what skills to use on them. So for Nimitz, you want to use both the marches, a rare damage increase, and a rare navy attack. Like he says here, don't use Nimitz Skill because it's not really worth it. And I'll show you why here once I jump back to the screen. So Nimitz Skill is increase the skill effect of Nimitz Wolfpack by 6%. So what that means is you're increasing this by 6%. 6% of 51 is another not even 5%. Whereas if you throw in a rare march and you throw on just a normal navy attack, you're adding 18%. So really, it doesn't make any sense to use his skill. It just doesn't add up. After that, you have 914. Use the same skill sets, and for the same reasoning, don't use his skill. And then Violet, you want to use her skill once it's level 4 or above. A rare march, a normal march, and then a rare navy damage increase. As I've explained in previous videos, this is actually a pretty normal setup for heroes. When in doubt, that's what you should probably fall back to. But for Navy, this is the ultimate setup. I would trust this person very, very highly. They're a very highly ranked player. I'm going to leave their name nameless, but if you know our server, you know exactly who it is. They provided a lot of this information to me, so I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to them. But so to kind of cover it all again quickly, I backed it a little farther. You want to start with Simon, and then start with Nimitz. Work on those two. Get Simon to 5-star while you're working on Nimitz to 4-star. Once you get Nimitz to 4-star, do 914 to 4-star, and then get them both to 5-star. Then you want to work on Violet if you're pay to win, and you'd want to work on Basil or Bellevue if you are free to play. We're hesitant to say why, or we're hesitant to tell you about the 3 hero thing for free to play, because if you hit 3 heroes as a completely free to play player, it would be very shocking, because that's at least a couple year project without somehow getting extra speed ups and resources. But I wanted to provide the information for you just in case you are one of those people that have grinded it out and have gotten things. So with that, I don't really have anything else for you. If you do have questions or comments, I did want to add one last thing actually. So the reason we say once you hit 4-star with an orange hero to use them over a maxed 5-star purple hero, if you look at the war and defense of a purple hero, Rambo's a good example. He has war set almost 1800 and his defense is 6500. And I'm going to pull up Ben here. Ben's war is 2578, so his war is almost 7,000 points higher. What that means is he adds 51% attack, whereas Rambo is going to add 35. So that's almost a 25% difference. The defense, I believe, is not quite as substantial, but it is also a different amount of HP to add. They both run the same command, but the reason that the orange heroes become better is because of their skills. Their skills start to level up a lot higher, and they make a lot bigger of a difference once you start getting into that. So that's why we say that the purple heroes, even max perks, are not as good as the orange heroes once they start getting those 4-stars, even once they start adding different ticks to the thing. So even once they start doing 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, they get even more powerful than the purple heroes. But I just wanted to throw that in here so you guys aren't confused at why we say that. even though that if you do some minor testing, you might find your purple heroes do compete with the orange ones. They aren't, over the long run, they won't compete just because of the skills. And some heroes might not have good skills, so if you're comparing to like a Sam or something, obviously his skill is based on Air Force, so if you're not fighting Air Force and you're comparing it with somebody like Rambo whose skill is universal, then you're putting Sam at a disadvantage already. So the testing we do is very controlled and we try to make it as fair as possible. So I just want to add that onto this video. But with that, I hope you all have a great day or night. Please remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and see ya.